Howdy y'all, welcome to the Orlando Universal Traveler channel. My name is Dave and I am here outside of Universal Studios Florida. Gonna talk to you and give you my 10 recommendations for things you don't want to miss at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. So let's head inside while I'm getting my way through the gate. Watch this intro and let's get this started. To access the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Diagon Alley, you do have to make your way about halfway around the park between San Francisco and the World Expo to the London section. Now let's get started. Alright, now that we've made it into the park, past San Francisco, and now into the first part of London, you see King's Cross here. Here's the first item that we don't want you missing when you come here to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. The first one is going to be the phone booth here. Now we call it a phone booth. It might be called a TARDIS, I think, in Doctor Who and all that great stuff. However, if you'll notice, not a lot of people know about it, but if you go inside, open the door, you dial magic on the dial pad, you'll get a special message from the Ministry of Magic. So don't miss that. That's tip number one. Tip number two is over here at the night bus. Let's make our way over to the night bus. Not only is the night bus a meet and greet, you can talk to the conductor, you can talk to the shrunken head. Great conversation you can have with them. Okay. And number two of the recommendations here at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter is here at the night bus. As I mentioned, this is nice meet and greet with the shrunken head. But here at the back, you'll notice not too many people know about it, but you can actually walk up into the back of the night bus. You can actually see in. See if I can get the camera past the grid. There we go. How about that? So certainly check this area out. Don't want to miss that. Also a great opportunity for photos here at the very back. You can have a couple folks sitting here taking pictures. And then let's go over here to number three. All right, let me get over there. And again, right down from the night bus here at the end of London. A lot of folks do know about this place, but I want to make sure that you understand this one and don't miss out on this. But this is Creature. So this is the Sirius Black house that you'll see in the movies in the Order of the Phoenix, where we are introduced to Creature, the house elf for the Black family. So here, you'll get to see Creature come to the window. Now, I will tell you, give you a hint here. You don't need to knock. You don't need to do anything. There he is there, peering out to see who's at the house. All right. Right here at the end of London. So that's number three. For number four, I want to let you know about a couple of things here with number four. Number four has to do with the entrances here. Obviously, the main entrance is going to be right over here next to Leicester Square Station into Diagon Alley. But there are also other entrances here as well. You've got one that's right here. So you don't want to miss out there and there. But again, if this is your first visit, I highly recommend that you go for the most dramatic effect. It's going to be next to Leicester Square Station. All right. Now, those are your four things here in the London area that you can check out before you get into Diagon Alley. And we're going to hit number five here in just a moment. Give you one more look right here at this wonderful London. Okay, so far we have covered four things for you. About to hit number five. I'm going to do my little infomercial, if you would please. If you like what the content you've seen so far, be sure to hit that like button for me. Even subscribe. Hit the notifications bell too. That way I know that I'm giving you content that you enjoy, things that you want to know about. Just keep that in mind. Again, it's free to do that. No charge for that. All right, let's go ahead and head into Diagon Alley. Number five is, as you make your way in, the key to this whole Diagon Alley is be aware of the sights and sounds. Even as you walk in, you will hear bricks moving, just like in the movie. You will hear the bricks moving, and then the attention to detail in all of this is just truly amazing. So soak it all in. It can be very emotional when you first step into Diagon Alley. It is going to be very crowded. As you can see, it's the most busy section of the theme parks that you're going to meet, or you're going to be a part of. So again, take it all in. Don't want to spoil a whole lot here, but just note all of the detail that's here, all the way including the leaky cauldron sign. Normally it drips water, just like it leaks, just from that leak right there. And then you can see George or Fred over here at Weasley's, Wizard Wheezy's, where there's a bit of magic underneath his hat. So won't show you all of that because I don't want to spoil all of it, but be sure to check all of that out. So again, number 5 is all of the attention to detail here in Diagon Alley. Number 6 for you on today's list, next to the leaky cauldron, just to the right. Again, a lot of folks don't know about Nocturne Alley. So you remember when Harry flies through and says diagonally and he goes into Nocturne Alley? Here's Nocturne Alley. Great area to check out. You can also find Borgs and Burke store entrance in there as well. I'm not going to spoil any of that for you. But again, that's number 6. And as I mentioned, over by Leaky Cauldron, you can enter Nocturne Alley. You can also find that next to the public conveniences. There is also an entrance to Nocturne Alley. If you don't want to do Nocturne Alley, you can still get into Morgan and Burke's right here next to the public conveniences and the Fountain of Fair Fortune. And when you bring your wand here to Diagon Alley, what you're going to do is you're going to look for a little red camera that picks up the tip of your wand. You're going to stand right over or right next to the cast, and then it's going to be a simple wrist flick, not a large swooping action, but just a wrist flick of the spell that's on the diagram here on the ground. And once you do that, then it's got to be real narrow. And again, if you get in trouble or having trouble rather, there's usually always cast members, team members here that can help you out with the spells. They give you some great advice on how to take care of those. Okay, let's get on to the next several, which have to do with Gringotts. And so let's step over here. Okay, for our next one, number 7. Number 7 obviously is going to be the dragon. Everybody knows about the dragon. Here's the thing about the dragon. You're going to start hearing some low roars and grunts. That way you know when she's getting ready to throw some flame. And then she'll hear some really loud growls. And then that's when the flame will shoot out. But this occurs about every 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes, usually from the top of the hour, and then every 10 minutes. Now, I will tell you, while I've been here, it's been off by a minute. So it starts at 01 at the top of the hour. And then at the 11 mark, so hopefully my microphone is picking up that initial warning from the dragon. And then here in a moment, we'll hear it even louder. Here we go. Get ready. All right. And again, very close to the 10-minute mark, every 10 minutes. All right. We've got a couple more here at Gringotts. Let's get started on those. Now, as I mentioned about taking in the sights and sounds, how about Wizarding Radio? There's a broadcast going on here in Wizarding Radio that you can listen to when it's not too terribly crowded. You can hear it a lot better. Same thing with the main alleyway down here You can hear the daily profit headlines being announced over a speaker. You can also hear the typing of a typewriter, all of that kind of stuff. So, all right, let's head on to the next few recommendations. Okay, number 8 recommendation is here, the Escape from Gringotts. Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts. The queue is absolutely amazing. Something you don't want to miss. Now, if you get motion sickness, you don't want to do the ride. You don't have to do that, but you certainly want to go in. I'll drop some videos of the inside of the bank for you, but don't miss this queue. This is a fabulous queue. Okay, and just down from Escape from Gringotts, another one that you don't want to miss, which is our number 9 here at Gringotts. Third and final here is the Gringotts Money Exchange, where you can go in and you can actually get a gift certificate to use anywhere here in the parks, just like you would cash. In addition to that is one of the bankers here that you can actually talk to. So you can actually talk, so you can ask him a question like, "Good morning, sir. Is the weather going to be nice today?"
Welcome. Not my area of expertise.
Got it. Thank you, sir. So you can ask him questions and be very interactive with the banker. Fantastic thing you don't want to miss. Okay, now that wraps up number 9 on the list. Number 10 is going to be here just to the right of the Gringotts Money Exchange and right next to the hopping cot is the stage area in which you can watch 2 fantastic shows. Celestina Warbeck and the Banshees were here in December. They do a Christmas show. Fantastic. I'll drop some video here of their regular show. I don't know that I have their Christmas show for you. And then the next is a Wizarding Academy of Dramatic Arts, The Tales of Beetle the Bard, an absolutely fantastic show. Don't miss that. It's a marionette show. Great stuff. Tells the whole tale of the of Beetle the Bard. So don't miss that.
The eldest brother, who was a combative man, asked for a wand to walk now more than any in existence. A wand that must always win duels for its owner. So death fashions in one from an elder tree that grew nearby.
That's number 10 for you. That's going to wrap it up for me here in Diagon Alley. The top 10 things I think you should know about and don't want to miss. So thank you so much for your time today. I hope you've enjoyed this. Again, I'm going to ask again, if you like this video, please click that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notifications, so that way you know whenever I drop new video. Enjoy your time here at Universal. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter is a fantastic place. Don't miss out. Yes, I could have talked about Butterbeer, but everybody knows about Butterbeer, so I'm not going to worry about that one. So you can even get it from a vegan perspective. How about that for a tip? So, all right. Thank you so much for your time. And we will chat in the next episode.